No one goes into the gorge. Got that?
Do we say why?
If you're planning to use the pass to Mournhold, find another route. It's not safe.
What's going on?
The Malborn have overrun the traders' camp and occupied the pass. By the authority of House Hlalu, this area is closed. It's a death trap.
Your plan?
We sent in some scouts to assess the situation, but they haven't returned. I don't want to march in there blindly, but we can't wait much longer.
I'll locate your scouts and find out what's happening.
This pass is too important to allow it to fall into the Malborn's hands.
What's so unimportant about this gorge?
It's the primary trading route between Mournhold and the west. It's also home to a trader's camp. Every caravan that comes through this part of Deshan depends on that camp.
Why have the Malborn occupied the pass?
That's an excellent question. Harassing caravan seems to go against their usual method of operations, doesn't it?
Seems so.
Speak to Captain Derrill if you need something.
Narsa sent me to provide assistance.
About damn time we got some help out here. We're outmatched. Captain Derrill will give you a little more insight into what's happening here.
He just did. Right. Going in. Let me see. Look first. Find the Halala scouting party. I see you there. I see you there.
Can't stop shaking. Need to report back. Malborn. They're trying to make the plague stronger.
Uriel sent me. What are the Malborn planning?
The alchemist who created the Lotus Plague. Merdendril. He's making it stronger. More potent. The Malborn plan to smuggle it into Mournhold. Infect the whole city. There's no time. You need to stop them.
And how do I stop them?
The Malborn can't bring cargo through the city gates without official papers. They're carrying forged shipping manifests.
If I steal those manifests, they won't be able to bring the plague into the city.
Maybe. It's worth a try. Take out some of the Malborn down in the traders' camp. Get those forged papers.
You stay out of sight.
Kothal's the name. I was working as a guard in the training camp before the Malborn attacked. This elven scout was lucky I came along when I did. She was getting her arse handed to her.
How did you survive?
Did what I was taught to do. When outnumbered, I hide. Not the bravest move, but it kept the two of us alive. Listen, if you're going down there, I could use your help. I need some things from the camp.
Things?
Things that are too important to fall into the hands of the Malborn. They're in 3 locked chests, so you'll need to get the keys first.
And where are the keys?
3 of the merchants I worked for wore the keys on chains around their necks. They were the first to fall when the Malborn attacked. But I don't think their bodies were searched very thoroughly.
Why do you need these keys? What's in the chests?
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to say. All I can tell you is I swore to guard those chests with my life. That ought to give you some idea of their importance.
Well, you didn't do a very good job. On top of that, you're making me risk mine for chests I don't know what's in them. Let's go do it. Always in pairs. There's a lot of them. Let me check the map. Apparently there's one right behind me. It must be in there. And to the right. You know what? We'll deal with this first. Aha, it's on the actual guards. Okay, or mages or whatever you want to call them. Next one is... No, this... Hang on. There's 4 of them. Over here? Can I get over here? Yes, I can. Might better sneak up on one of these. Take the mage. No, it doesn't let you. That's weird, that. Sometimes you sneak up on them and it won't allow you to attack them. Ooh, a lot of guards here. Okay, we've got those. Okay, we'll sell it after. Now. How did you... What is that? Right, we've got the keys. Camera angles. Strange relics. Okay. Got more the pies. Give me the pies. Maximum health. Okay. They'll probably spot me, but want that book. Right, speak to her first.
The manifests. Did you get them?
Here they are.
Good. This should buy us enough time to act.
Act. What's the next step?
Good question. Before we strike back, we need to gather our swords. I wish I knew how many of the others survived.
Where should I look for them?
I think most of them were captured. I saw some of them dragged off toward that cave to the north. I'll report to Diril and let him know what's happening here. You go to the cave and see if you can find the others.
And they're in the cave. So you. Here's your stuff.
Did you get the stuff from the locked chests?
Yes. What's so important about these trinkets?
Yeah. Fact is, I kind of lied to you. Those merchants owed me weeks of back pay, and now they're dead. My family will starve without that money. Those trinkets you recovered may not seem like much, but they'll feed my family for a year.
You should have told me the truth from the beginning.
I could not risk it. I'm sorry I misled you, but I can't let my children go hungry.
Fine, take the trinkets.
I don't know what to say. Thank you. I'll find a way to make up for this.
Sure you do. Okay. Restores Magicka, grants major sorcery and major prophecy, increasing your spell damage. Critical. Blah, 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 blah. Restores stamina immediately, grants endurance to increase your stamina recovery by. I'm gonna do the stamina one because. Yeah, she's quite happy. I might put the Magicka up a little bit actually. And I'm not going to bother with that yet. No. I only want the passives at the moment for that. Right, let's get to this cave.
Those Nyx hounds won't take me. Won't make me into a husk. Bled myself with my own blade. No use to them now. That'll show them.
Hang on. Open your eyes. Come on now.
What was I saying? Did Scout Marmine send you? I was glad she got away. The others, they're all gone. I've seen what the plague does to a body. I won't let it take me. But if the wards were destroyed...
Wards?
Arcane ward stones that make the Moorborn immune to the plague. A gift from someone called Vox. Sure would be a shame if those Aelits came down with their own plague. How about you smash those wards that are protecting them?
You perked up a bit. Where are the Hilalu scouts?
I heard them crying out in the darkness. The plague's taken them. They've turned. The wards. Concentrate on the wards. There are 3 of them. Smash them all.
I'll do what I can.
Those wards keep the Moorborn from getting infected by their plague. Smash them, and may the plague take them all.
Okay, let's do it. Where are the wards? Let's just... Guns blazing. Swords blazing, shall I say. One down. Two down.
Good, you're still alive. Scout Marmine told us she sent you to this cave. Veron says he knows you from Narcissus. He and his ally have offered their assistance.
What do you need me to do?
We have to proceed cautiously. I don't want any more of my soldiers getting infected. But the Moleborn have to be dealt with. For good.
I destroyed the arcane wards protecting them from the plague. That might help.
Ah! That changes things. We've spotted the plague shipment they planned for Mournhold. I want those crates destroyed, but I need my troops at a safe distance when it happens.
Any ideas?
Always. A cliff overlooks their loaded wagons, and I've got archers up there. Get to Nariu Virion. Tell her to have the archers shatter the crates from above. We'll see how the Moleborn like being exposed to their own plague.
I'll protect the archers while they do their work.
Good idea. Exactly what we need. On your way, then.
No entrance.
Ready for a fight? Once the archers start shooting, the Moleborn will swarm this overlook. Let me know when you're ready.
Tell the archers to start shooting.
Archers, to your positions! Once the arrows start flying, they'll be on us in no time. Here they come.
You've doomed us all. Prepare to die.
Move! Now! We did it! All right, back to the cave. Change of plans. Those crates the archers destroyed, the plague is spreading quicker than dragon's breath. Can't go that way.
How is it spreading so quickly?
Hey, I'm not an alchemist. I can only tell you what Veron told me. That stuff is potent. It spreads like wildfire. As soon as it touches skin, people transform into husks.
We need to get out
I
of here.
warned that fool D-Rule not to go on ahead. If he's not a husk yet, he's probably a feast for one. That plague moves like lightning.
Where did Diril go?
He took some troops to the southern side of the gorge. He's looking for the Moleborn leader, the alchemist. I don't know if he made it that far or not.
I'll find him.
Don't need to tell us twice. We'll stay on high ground until the plague dissipates. If you find D-Ril and he's turned, do what you have to. Understand?
I'll take care of it. Right, so which direction am I heading? This way. Why are you still here? lot of infected. What's that? Way up there, I think. How do we get up there? Whoa, what's up?
By Aeon, you've run through a gauntlet of plague and death, yet you aren't sick. How?
Not quite sure. Plus, I don't have a soul. Maybe that's got something to do with it.
We'll consider it a blessing of the tribunal for now and leave it at that. The Moleborn who haven't fallen to the plague are in retreat. We've just one final matter to attend to.
And what's that?
We've got Medindral, the alchemist who created the Lodos Plague, cornered in these ruins. We need to capture him and find out how he did it. With you at our side, we can't fail.
Now, what are we waiting for?
That's the spirit. We're right behind you. Remember, we have to find out how the plague was made. Then we can get to work on making a cure. Let's go.
Right, and I'm going to have to check if this is actually just a cave or a delve, because if it's a delve, you need the boss and you need the shard. Trouble is, if you do the boss, it'll look like you completed it, and then you won't know later on if you missed a shard in there. Always get the shard. Let's have a look. This is not a delve. Nope, we're good.
On your guard. We don't know what's up ahead. Look everywhere. Any clues we find may lead us to the cure. What did you find? What is that?
Recipes.
That's the recipe for the Lodos Plague. We've done it! Wait, what's happening?
Resist my plague? Let's try a stronger version.
No! No, not that! Ah!
You didn't think it would be that easy, did you? I should experiment upon your body.
This. It's another room, but we can't go in it. There's more dead dealt with. And the cause.
I told you, Veron. Our champion survives. What happened in there? Where's Diril? He's gone, isn't he?
We killed the plague's creator, but Diril fell in battle.
He died valiantly, then. Did you learn anything in there that would help us?
The alchemist's lab inside the ruins. All his notes on the plague are there.
Praise Vivek. With the notes, we can finally craft a cure. The Malborn have fallen to their own plague. The merchants are already returning to their camp.
What about the clouds of plague?
The stuff in the crates was extremely potent, but also very short-lived. It came and went fast, and we haven't seen any more afflictions. But if this had reached Mournhold...
But that didn't happen.
Still, we can't lower our defenses yet. This was just one piece of the Malborn scheme. But for now, the Gorge and Mournhold are safe.
Yep, they are.
With the death of the alchemist Merdindril, our contract is fulfilled. I'm not sure we could have accomplished it without you.
And what will you do for now?
On to our next assignment. We don't get a lot of downtime. We're always on the job, always watching. Are you heading to Mournhold now?
Why would I go there?
Someone has to tell Ordinator Kilau what happened here. You appear to be available for the job. I'm sure we'll run into each other again. Hopefully it won't be because your name's on a contract.
I can't wait. Mournhold, yes, I will be heading there at some point. But not today. Ordinator. Not bad, gives me stamina as well, I like that. Although it only increases armor value by 14%, can do better than that.